Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Joss. Welcome back to my channel, SquibblesReads. Today I'm going to be doing a really different tag. I've never done a tag like this on my channel, and this is the anything but books tag. So this tag consists of questions that have to do with really anything besides books. I was tagged in this tag by Amy over at Shout Amy, so I will leave her channel in the down bar below. I will also leave the channel and the video of the original creator in the down bar if you guys want to check that out. I just thought it would be kind of nice to do this, and I also have done a couple of really heavy review videos. Last week I did one on Monday that reviewed 6 books, and I did one on Thursday that reviewed a bunch of thrillers that I recently read, so I thought that this would just be kind of like a more chill, relaxed type of video. So yeah, if you want to find out more about me that doesn't have anything to do with books, then just keep on watching. Is this a makeup tutorial? That's what all makeup people say on YouTube. Just keep on watching. Okay, so the first question is, what is a cartoon that you love? And I remember every single morning at 6 in the morning, Arthur would come on. And by Arthur, I mean Arthur the Aardvark, the one with the yellow sweater and blue jeans and red shoes and glasses. He is my absolute favorite. I never thought that he actually looked like an aardvark, and then I found out that he was an aardvark in the episode with the spelling bee where he would spell A-A-R-D-V-A-R-K, and then I figured out that he was an aardvark. But I also learned from Arthur how cool it is to have a library card. So Arthur was my favorite cartoon. I watched it every single weekday at 6 a.m. without fail, and I just did the aardvark spelling song, and I am so embarrassed for myself. Question number 2 is, what is your favorite song right now? I have a couple of, I don't know if I have favorite songs right now, but I do have a couple albums that I listen to on repeat when I am just hanging out and not really doing much of anything or like writing papers. The first album is the Moana soundtrack. I absolutely loved Moana, and I really like the music. And the second album that I have on repeat is by a Canadian band called Hedley. If you guys didn't know, I am originally Canadian and then I moved to the States for grad school, but Hedley was one of my absolute favorite bands when I was in undergrad and when I was in high school, and recently I have had their first album on repeat. I don't remember what year it came out in, maybe like 2007, but I could just totally be making shit up with that. So yeah, those are the 2 albums that I've been listening to lately. Question number 3 is, what is something that you could do for hours and hours? And I think the only thing that I could really do for hours and hours is watch Dateline or 48 Hours or like other crime shows. I feel like I have seen so many episodes of Dateline because Dateline is kind of like my white noise, like my background noise. It is the only thing that I can do when I am trying to study or trying to write a paper. I don't really pay attention to the words that they're saying on Dateline or on 48 Hours. I don't even know why I can tune that out, because I can't even tune out music that doesn't have words to it when I'm studying or writing a paper. But Dateline is just something that I could just do for like hours and hours on end. The next question, I think this is question number 4, is, what is something that you love to do that your followers would be surprised by? I don't really know if anyone would be surprised by anything that I like to do. I think the only thing that really comes to mind is that recently I have started getting back into running again because it's starting to get a little bit nicer outside as we move out of winter and into the spring. A few years ago I used to run outside a lot, and I used to just love it. Like, I used to like lose track of time because we live kind of right by the water, so it's really nice for me to run outside at really any time of day, whether it's sunset or sunrise or in the middle of the day. It's just really beautiful, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. So yeah, I don't know if that's like something that's really surprising or like really out there, but it's something that I really have started getting back into doing recently. Okay, the next question is, what is your favorite unnecessarily specific thing to learn about? Again, nothing really weird comes to mind apart from I used to study music theory because I used to play the piano, and now I live in a place where I can no longer play the piano. Otherwise my neighbors would all move out or try to evict me. But I also, along with that piano, used to study music theory, and still to this day I remember just like some random facts about composers that I used to study. And on Jeopardy, or like when I just like see composers, like when I go to the bookstore and see a book about a composer, I just like to pick it up and like learn something random and new. I don't know why, I just find their lives like super fascinating. I don't know if it's because I connect to their music or what, but that's something that I really enjoy learning about. The next question is, what is something unusual that you know how to do? I don't think I know how to do anything unusual. I can't even like curl my tongue like this way. I don't even know how to do that. It usually just ends up with me spitting on the person that wants me to curl my tongue. But I don't think this is unusual, but I have a weird, uncanny way of like picking out outfits and items of clothing for my friends when we go shopping together. I don't know if that is unusual at all, but I've had a few of my really good friends say that they need to go shopping with me because they always end up finding something, or I find something for them that's like perfect for the occasion that they want it for. I don't know if that's a good life skill, but I guess it's one that I have. The next question is, name something that you have made in the past year and or show us. Mine is all the way out there, so I'm really lazy and not gonna go and run and grab it. But something that I've started in the past year is I've started bullet journaling, and I really like it. It's kind of hard for me because I have like work and school and like a home life and like YouTube stuff and bookish stuff that I plan for, so having it all in one book is, I just find it a little bit disorganized. I don't know if it's because I haven't found an organizational system, but I have bullet journaled and I really just enjoy decorating it. I enjoy making the pages and making the layouts, and I've been doing that for several months now. I think I started in August or September of last year, and I really like that. Okay, the next question is, what is your most recent personal project? I don't know if this counts as a personal project, but I have started moving, I guess in continuation of the last question. I've started moving all of those planners, so my work planner, my school planner, my bookish type planner, and my home and general planner, all into one electronic space. So for that, I use Google Calendars because it syncs. I can do it on my computer and then it syncs directly to the app on my phone. And I also use a phone app that I just discovered the other day that I posted about on Twitter. It's called Wunderlist. It's not sponsored by Wunderlist or anything, but I randomly found it in the App Store. And Wunderlist is like a to-do list, but you can sort them into different folders, and under those folders you can have different lists. So I have one for every one of those, I guess, different areas of my life that I was talking about, and I am finding it really helpful. I've only been using it for a few days, but I have really been trying to consolidate all of my planners into one space, because even though I had each of those individual planners and they were all organized individually, it was just really tough trying to manage all of them. Okay, the next question is, what is something that you think about often, maybe while you are staring out of windows? And I know exactly what the answer to this question is. Recently, my partner and I watched the anime Yuri on Ice, and I started looking up fan fiction on Tumblr and iPhone backgrounds and like fan art and stuff, and that is just one slippery slope that I've just been slowly coasting down on. So when I look out windows, most of the time I'm thinking about Yuri on Ice fan fiction. The last question is, name something that is your favorite, but that is oddly specific. So not, for the example that's in the question is like not your favorite food, but like your favorite food that you like to eat after you've been studying for a long time and it's really late at night. I don't know, something like that was in the example. For this one, I am going to go with, so I am not very picky about the type of foods that I will eat. I will try and I will probably like basically any type of food, minus like stuff that I'm allergic to. But I am specific about the part of the food or the type or subtype of that particular, of the foods that I like. That makes absolutely no sense, but let me try to explain it. So cinnamon buns are one of my favorite foods in the world, and in cinnamon buns, my favorite parts of cinnamon buns are like the very center, like the ooey, gooey, kind of like 15% uncooked part of the cinnamon bun, and that's my favorite part of the cinnamon bun. I mean, I will eat the rest, but that's the best part. And another example is when I eat sausages, I really like the ends of the sausage, like the part that's just like totally covered in casing. Like I just really like that crunch of the casing. I don't know if that really makes sense, but that's something I think that is a little bit oddly specific about one of my favorite things. Okay, so that is the end of this video. Let me know if you guys liked this kind of thing, kind of like getting to know me outside of the books that I read and how I analyze them for like 6 minutes on end. Definitely let me know down in the comments below whether you liked this. And if you want to answer any of the questions, I would also love to get to know you guys a little bit more down in the comments. So please leave me the answer to any of the questions that are your answers and not mine in the comments below. I need to stop talking. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye!